Alright, so in this video what we're going to do is we're going to look at the proportions of the face again, but just from the side this time. So I just shrunk down my original or my previous image, and I'm going to kind of use it in order to help kind of figure out the lines that where some of the elements of the face are placed. So instead of having a sphere for the cranium, I'm going to have more of an elliptical kind of shape there, because truly we are not spherical, especially if you look at someone from the side, especially if someone has short hair, like a shaved head, it's a little bit easier to see. Definitely we are, our craniums are elliptical, or even if you're looking at skulls and things like that. So what we're going to do is we want to figure out exactly where we want to place our eyes and our ears, and because we know how long the jaw should be, etc. So again, if we want to kind of, we're working with that kind of spherical triangular prism, we can put this in here, but we want to know how far back, where does it attach, where do we want to put it. So we're going to half this the cranium again, and this is kind of where our facial bones and our jawbone are kind of going to reside right here. And we are going to do the same thing again. We want to split our the front half of our cranium into 3 parts, and this is going to help us figure out, and also the side again, which we did over here, which is split into 3 parts. And this is going to help us to figure out where to place our eyes, because we know where the eye line is, based on the previous one, but we don't know how far, like how far back do I place this. So we're going to place this, we're going to kind of split it into like 3 parts again, just kind of do it by eye roughly. Again, this is a guideline. You can switch things up. Some of the eyes will be much bigger and more stylized than others, depending on your style. And we want to split our cranium into 3 parts, which we did over here. So we kind of did it kind of roughly. I think I didn't do it maybe as effectively as I thought I did the first time. So I have this split into 3 parts, and I have this split into 3 parts, and this is going to dictate kind of where I'm placing my eye. So I want to place my eye on the first part, this line here, and it's going to be on the eye line here. So it's going to be kind of in this position is where my eye is going to kind of reside there. And what we want to do is, the other thing is, we want to place our, again, this is our nose line, so we can kind of block in our nose here a little bit and kind of just kind of loosely connect it. Again, we're not really adding necessarily the skin and so forth that's in there, but just kind of where features are going to exist. We have, remember, we split this into 3, and this is going to be our mouth line, so our mouth is going to be kind of in this location on our bottom lip, and then this is going to be where our chin's going to be. It looks a little bit weird because truly it might be more indented and so forth, but approximately where the eye should reside. So what we want to do also is for the ear, and this is probably the part that you weren't exactly sure where it should go. It should be behind the middle line. And again, it goes from the eyebrows to the nose line. So it's going from kind of like in this region to here. And it shouldn't be positioned upright, straight like this. In fact, our ears kind of slightly kind of like, instead of like this, our ears kind of lean back just a little bit. So it'll be more kind of tilted a little bit back. Again, this is generalized. So we want to kind of have it kind of like tilted a little bit, and you kind of want to place it so it's kind of leaning back a little bit. So again, this is kind of the generalized kind of like where our features reside. I feel like that eye feels a little bit too far forward. It could just be how I blocked out my lines. Just to give you an idea where some of our features will kind of sit on the face.